Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is my second lecture about the different types of fungi that are present in soil. In this lecture, I will be explaining the different types of fungi that are soil-borne, their roles in soil habitat, and the importance of fungi. So we start our lecture with the introduction to fungi. So fungi are basically an important group of eukaryotic microorganisms. There is a very big diversity in fungi, ranging from unicellular to multicellular. The most important character in fungi is that they cannot manufacture their own food. Therefore, they have to depend on the environment, either on a host or on some dead organic matter, from where they can get their own food. Therefore, they are able to produce extracellular lytic enzymes that can dissolve different kind of material. That is why they are one of the most important group present in the soil, and they play a very important role in the different soil ecosystems. Another important character the fungi have is the presence of cell wall. The cell wall in case of fungi cell walls are made of cellulose or chitin. The most important thing is the presence of chitin in the cell walls of fungi. Although there are other materials that are also present in the cell walls of different types of fungi. Another important character is the body of the fungi, which is characteristic of the fungal body. That body consists of thread-like structures. These thread-like structures are known as hyphae. The hyphae together make body of the fungus known as mycelium. This body of this thread-like structure of the fungus help it to sustain their life in complex environment in the soil. Because they are able to grow on some nutrient, by consuming that nutrient, they can produce hyphal structures and then they can travel from that point source to another, to some another point source. And in this way, they can avoid the complex structure of the soil. So that's why soil is a kind of habitat which favor growth of fungi as compared to other microorganisms. So another thing that is important in case when we discuss fungi is their ability to produce huge amount and huge number of spores. Spores are the small structures they make, and these spores are mostly resistant to unfavorable environmental conditions. They are the resting bodies of these fungi. They can sustain unfavorable conditions, and then whenever there are favorable conditions, then these spores can germinate and produce new thallus, from where new mycelia develop, and then so on. And because in the beginning I said that fungi are highly complex, means highly diverse. There are fungi which are unicellular, which are known as yeast. So all these characters and these things we'll be discussing in detail in coming slides. So now we come to the first slide of this presentation. So as I said, soil is a kind of habitat where fungi are common, and they are habitual to this kind of environment because of their hyphal growth. Most common groups of fungi are present in soil that we will be discussing in coming slides. There are around 1.5 million species of fungi that have been reported in soil. And then fungi also make different kinds of relations with other microorganisms like algae and cyanobacteria. This relation is known as lichens. Lichens have an important role in soil formation, because lichens have two organisms in combination. One is the fungal partner, that is known as mycobiont, and the other is the green partner, that is either algae or cyanobacteria. This is an autotrophic organism that can manufacture their own food. So this partner is known as phycobiont. So together these organisms grow, and this is a kind of symbiotic or mutualistic relationship. So they grow and play an important role in soil structure and development. These lichens also they are present on rocks where water is available, and they dissolve different kinds of nutrients that are present in rocks. So again, as I said earlier, that because fungi are important soil, so they are one of the most dominant in soil in terms of biomass. A single fungi can grow depending on the availability of nutrient and water. They can grow and grow and grow and produce mycelia and hyphal structures. So they can be enormous in terms of biomass. And then while discussing the importance of fungi, they play an important role in terms of nutrient cycling also, because they are important in soil. So they have importance in the nutrient cycling in soil. Another character that I already discussed is that all of them are heterotrophic. So they extract nutrients from the dead organic matter. So in that way, they return many nutrients back and playing an important role in the cycle, especially nitrogen cycle, phosphorus, carbon cycle, etc. And most important is carbon cycle. The mycorrhizal relationship is a kind of relationship that is between a fungus and plant roots. It's a symbiotic relationship between plants and fungi. Uh, in this case, fungus increase the absorptive area for plant. It supports the plants in many ways. So I will be explaining the mycorrhiza in detail in another lecture that I will be recording later. Then another importance of fungi can be they are the most important pathogens of plants and most of the diseases caused in plants are because of fungi. They cause up to 80% losses in yields and also in quality of products. Then they have roles in soil ecosystem as predators, parasites, and decomposers. As I already discussed, their role as a decomposer, because they are very important decomposer of wood and organic matter, of course. Then they are predators of smaller organisms. We will be discussing this in coming slides. Then there are soil fungi which has been used in biotechnology for production of different antibiotics like penicillin, cyclosporine, and levastatins. Then there are some fungi which has been used as biological control. For example, Trichoderma species is a well-known mycoparasite. So they are used against other fungi which are parasitic to plants. For example, Trichoderma species has been used against Rhizoctonia solani, which is an important pathogen. Trichoderma is a soil-borne fungi. It is present everywhere. It's a cosmopolitan fungus. It produces a large number of spores, which are known as conidia. The conidia are white or green. The most important character that for which I mention it here is its macroparasitic nature, especially Trichoderma harzianum and Trichoderma viridi have been reported. And another species, Trichoderma gumsii, has also been reported that rolls over the hyphae of other fungi and have some microparasitic characters, like they produce antifungal substances. So now we discuss about some important groups of soil fungi, which include motile fungi. There are motile fungi. Then there are zygomycetes, ascomycetes, and basidiomycetes. These are four important groups of fungi that are present in soil.